first, the popularity of Sarah Palin seemed to be a honeymoon that the former soccer mom had coming after defeating an incumbent governor and a former governor in the 2006 elections. Then, as 2007 progressed, Palin's continued high standing in public opinion polls became a big political success story. But now, as Channel 2's Bill McAllister reports, the governor's sustained approval rating of over 80% is widely seen as something of a phenomenon. Bill?
Jason, last week a poll found that 86% of Alaskans had a positive view of Sarah Palin, with more than half of those expressing very favorable feelings toward the governor. And even veteran political observers in Washington, D.C. are not sure there's a precedent for such a rating for a statewide office holder.
I, Sarah Palin.
Anchorage pollster Ivan Moore says before Governor Sarah Palin, he'd seen only one other politician whose public approval rating went above 80%, and that was just at the local level.
Certainly never seen 90%. Sarah Palin was elected in that initial period. Right after she was elected, her positive rating was up over 90%, which was unheard of. I mean, not just locally, not just statewide, but nationally.
Are you ready for new energy?
Palin's 86% approval rating in one poll last week varied little from what other pollsters have found in the first year and a half of her term. And it's a number that, for its durability, is of national significance. Jennifer Duffy of the Washington, D.C.-based Cook Political Report says she's unaware of another politician at the state level who has maintained such a high rating for so long.
There are a number of pretty popular governors across the country that have ratings in the high 60s and the 70s, which in this political environment is really pretty impressive. But to have numbers in the 80s is rather stunning.
And it's consistent throughout the state.
Pollster Dave Dittman says that Palin has connected with Alaskans on a personal level much more so than on a policy level.
I think they like her youthfulness, the fact that she's a woman, that she's a mother, and that she stands up to the big boys kind of a thing. There's this, the populist era of it, and she hasn't done anything really wrong.
Congratulations! Palin had the advantage of following Alaska's least popular governor, Frank Murkowski, and she says the reason for her rating is simple.
I think you just can't go wrong when your intentions are good in terms of providing that service to Alaskans. Open, honest, transparent government, clean up some of the ethical lapses that Alaskans have been getting tired of.
If Alaskans are more tentative about Palin's stand on issues, such as the natural gas pipeline, they are very certain how they feel about her. Now, Dittman says while a bare majority of Alaskans support Palin's Natural Gas Line Inducement Act, a greater number think that the BP Conoco Denali plan is more likely to yield results. But Dittman says it's apparent that Alaskans aren't holding it against her.
Bill, is there still any talk of Palin running for a vice president, potentially, on the Republican ticket with John McCain?
Yeah, Jason, Duffy of the Cook Political Report says that Palin pops up on the long list of potential candidates that insiders are speculating about. The governor's also doing quite well in Congressional Quarterly's online contest for guessing McCain's VP pick, which is patterned after college basketball's March Madness brackets. Palin is now in the third round, or quarterfinals, after crushing Texas Governor Rick Perry and Kansas Senator Sam Brownback. Now she's up against Louisiana Governor Bobby Jindal.
Okay. Thanks, Bill. Bill McAllister reporting tonight.